All right, this is our strength workout. We're going to start with a warm-up. Overhead back extension. So start in a nice plank. Let your hips fall away, squeeze your glutes, pull the straps up at the top. Good, now we're going to do a squat to a row. So start with your arms long, squat and row. Now you're going to have your hands about waist height. We're going to hinge down, let your weight sink back to your heels, push into the handles and come back up. One more. All right, now keep your hands out straight. You're going to sit down into a squat, however level you need to go, and then you're going to bring one arm up and over for a nice stretch, and then the other arm. And then we'll stand up. Now, if you're not able to get a good shoulder stretch, just move forward a little bit and try it again. You should be able to get your arm all the way up there. Nice stretch in the shoulder and torso. All right, one more. All right, then we're going to turn around and face away from the anchor. And we're going to alternate stepping out into a lunge with the arms going over the head. Now we're going to keep this same motion going, but now add a rotation over whichever knee is forward. All right, and then we're going to do Superman. So start in your plank with your legs wider than your hips. Bring your elbows towards your knees and then power up back to your plank, tightening your core on the way up. One more. Okay, and then the final warm up for our shoulders. We're just going to do this nice, gentle side to side. All right, good. So we are done with the warm up. We're going to get started. First round is going to be upper body and core and lower body. So the first one's going to be a goal post. This is for your shoulders. You start with your palms down, pull back into a goal post position. You just feel that in the top of your shoulders. So we've got 30 seconds for this. You want to pick an angle that will challenge you in 30 seconds. The next one's going to be a split fly. You're going to decrease your angle a little bit. Both palms are down. Your arms stay straight. One arm's going to go up and the other arm goes down. You want to try to do most of the pulling with the arm going up. Then we're going to do core. So we're going to do the inchworm. You want to walk right up to your anchor, put your head through the straps, your arms are right underneath your shoulders, walk back a couple of steps behind your anchor, keep the straps right against your shoulders, straighten your body like an inchworm, and then to come back, pull from the hips, exhale and come back. So nice and slow on the way out. To make it harder, you would just take a step back or slow down. Either one makes it a little bit harder. Now make sure your wrists stay straight and your hands stay right under your shoulders. Straps are right against your shoulders. All right, and the last one's going to be legs, lower body. So we're going to do an alternating reverse lunge, or you can do a cycle lunge, or you can do an alternating pistol squat. Pick the one that you like, and we've got 30 seconds. All right, we're going to run through those again, starting with the goalpost. Remember, it's 30 seconds. Shoulders down, palms down. Good, and the next one's going to be split fly. So you want to start with both palms down. Remember, the arm that's moving up is the one that's going to do most of the pulling. The other arm is offering a little bit of assistance. You want to try to keep your arm straight and as close to your ear as possible. And then we're going to do our core exercise again, which is the inchworm. So you're going to walk right up to your anchor, head through the straps, straps against your shoulders, back up. Start with your body bent, and then straighten. Pull back from the hips. Remember, your arms are locked straight. You shouldn't really feel this too much in the arms. They're kind of like just table legs. You should feel this in the core. To make it harder, step back or slow it down. Good, all right, and then our last one is lower body. So remember your options. You have alternating step back lunge, a cycle lunge with just adds a little lift, or you can do alternating pistol squats. All right, so that's round one. We're going to do another round like that. So you need to go long with your straps. You get a 30-second break, so if you need some water. All right, the first one in the next round is called the breaststroke. So you're going to start like you're going to do a chest press, and your arms are right in front of your shoulders. And then to initiate the movement, you're going to circle your arms out and around as your body goes down. And then you go out and around, arms right back under the shoulders again, and your body comes up. So circle out and around, and then out and back. Nice and slow. Once you've got the feel of it and you feel like you can control it, You could step back and increase your angle, but make sure that you can control the movement all the way. You should feel this mostly in the core. All right, and then we're going to do a tricep press. So one toe forward, just to give you a little bit of security. Keep your arms down low and do a tricep press. You're aiming for your thumbs right around your forehead, your temple. So you want to try to keep your arms down a little lower. If you're way up here doing the tricep press, you're also kind of getting the movement into the shoulders, and we want to keep the shoulders out of it. Isolate the triceps. So keep your arms down and aim for your thumbs coming right in, right on the outside of your head, both sides. All right, we're going to switch legs and do tricep isometrics. Come down to the bottom of your movement, and then once you're here, you're going to alternate pushing the hands into the straps. So one hand stabilizes, the other hand pushes, and you're alternating. Push, push. You really shouldn't see too much moving, but you should feel that in your triceps. All right, and then for our lower body, we're going to put the straps under the arms, and we're going to do regular squats with an alternating knee up. So this is option one. You kind of power it up, alternate knee up, or you can take this to switch squats. Get a nice deep squat each time, taking your hips right down to your heels. You should feel this in your thighs. All right, so we're going to start over with that breast stroke. So pick the angle that you can control. Your arms are right under your shoulders. You're going to circle out and around, and then come back. Make sure you hold your core really tight, especially at the top. You really feel that work in your core. It's kind of like a rollout with a little twist. Okay, then we're going to do tricep press. So 1 foot forward again. No weight on the toe, just forward there for balance. Good, we're going to switch. Toe forward, and we're going to do isometric presses. Alternating hands. One hand stabilizes, the other hand pushes. You should really feel this work in your triceps. Ten more seconds. Second time's a lot harder. All right, stretch out your triceps a little bit. We've got the last one, which is the under the arms. Squat, alternating knee up, or switch squats. So this is a squat, alternating knee up. You want to get your hips right to your heels. So remember, you're keeping your plank on the way down. We're not doing this. That's not keeping a plank. You're not bending at the waist. You're just bending at the knees and the hips. All right, that's the end of that round. So we get another 30-second rest. The next block of exercises is going to be all upper body exercises. You're going to go mid-length for this block. And at the end of the 4 exercises, we're going to repeat them again. We have 2 60-second muscle burnout type exercises using the band. So your first exercise is going to be a bicep curl. 30 seconds, so pick an angle that's going to challenge you in 30 seconds. Remember, to make it harder, you just move in a little bit towards your anchor to increase your angle. To make it a little easier, you would move back to make your angle smaller. Next one's going to be the Y fly. We're going to start at the top of the movement. So pick a little bit of an angle, your Y fly at the top of it, and we're going to slowly let yourself down. And then come right back up to the Y. At the top, you don't want to be standing straight up and down. You want to have just a little bit of an angle so that you're always pulling back against the straps. Keeping your plank the whole time. All right, then we're going to go back to biceps. This is going to be an alternating twist curl. Start with both palms down, shoulders down, arms straight. We're going to twist curl one arm and then the other. And you're going to come back to palms down at the end of the movement. So it's twist, palm up, palm back down, and then the other arm, twist, palm up, palm back down. One arm is stabilizing. The arm that's not twisting is stabilizing and making sure the straps don't scissor. Good. Now the next exercise, we're going to start with the arms long, pulled back a little bit at an angle. Now take the right toe and just set it back like a kickstand. And then what we're going to do is keep the arms straight and pull up, like a lat pull down. So after you've done one, you probably need to adjust your angle a little bit. You're keeping the arms straight and just pulling them straight down toward your hips. Now depending on your angle, the arms might not make it all the way to the hips. They'll be right in front, but that's good because you're going from a little bit above the shoulder to down. So just keep kind of playing with your angle till you find what works for you. All right, we're gonna do one more. Good. All right, now we're gonna repeat those, starting with the bicep curl. Palms up. So keep doing that bicep curl. I gotta get a band. Remember, you're gonna keep an angle that's going to challenge you. All right, next one's going to be the Y fly. Remember, we're going to start in the top of our movement. A little bit of an angle. Your legs are about hip width apart and you're in the letter Y. Then you slowly let yourself down and then back up. Make sure you keep an angle all the way through the movement. And you keep your plank, of course. Good. Next one's going to be the alternating twist curl, back to the biceps. Start with both palms down. One arm is going to twist up while the other one stabilizes the straps, and you're switching arms. Remember to increase your angle if it's not challenging, or step back if it's too hard and you're not able to do it with good form. Good. Then we have that lat pull down again. So this time I'm going to put the left toe back. Find that angle, arms are straight. The left toe's back like a kickstand. There's some weight on it, but not a lot. And then you're pulling forward with the arms. You're going to use the leg to help you a little bit, as much as you need, but you're trying to do the majority of it with your arms. So this works that big lat muscle. Kind of like a lat pull down we do with weights. All right, nice job. So we get another 30-second rest. Get ready for your band, which is going to be next. Get some water if you need it. So if you're not able to anchor the band on something, not an anchor, but something in your house, then I'm going to show you how to do these without the anchor. I'm going to show you both ways. So the first one is going to be a bicycle curl. If you don't have an anchor, you're going to put it under one or both feet and do it this way. If you are able to anchor your band, you're going to anchor it in front of you, and we're going to do the bicycle curl this way. And we've got a minute. So on both ways, whether you've got the band anchored on your foot or the wall or something in front of you, you want to keep your elbows pretty stable so that you make sure you don't want to get the shoulders going like this. You want to use pretty much the biceps alone. So try to keep your elbows kind of stable, close to your body. Pull with your biceps. Your palms are coming towards you. So we're about halfway there. Should really feel that fatiguing your biceps. We've got 6 seconds left. 3, 2, done. All right, little 15-second break. Then we're gonna do a lat pull down. So if you have the band not anchored, you're gonna grab it and do the lat pull down like this. If you do have the band anchored, we're gonna do it just like we did in the straps. Start from above the shoulder and pull down to your hips. So this is the lat pull down if you have it anchored in front of you. Nice, slow, keeping the arms straight. Think about squeezing the armpits as you bring it down. We're aiming for feeling it right here. If you don't have the band anchored, you're gonna have your arms straight, start above your head, pull it down to the chest. Again, think about squeezing the armpits. So you're activating that big lat muscle. We've got 15 seconds. All right, put your band down, grab some water.
This Fit to a Core video has been brought to you by. Oh, and sorry we forgot music in the last video. It wasn't available due to quarantine.
We're going to move into our next round, which is going to be back and chest. So to start, we're going to go regular short. And we're not going to do a tabletop row exactly, but we're going to get down there as far as we can with our straps only at short, because we're going to do chest right after this. We're going to have to go right back to long. So you want to get down as low as you can and do a mid row. Keeping your plank, your hips are going to stay high. Good form. Keep your chin kind of tucked in, so you don't want to be hanging. You don't want to have it tucked in too far. You want to just have it in good alignment. Squeezing your shoulder blades at the top of the movement. All right, and then you only have about 10 seconds to go long with your straps. And then we're gonna get ready for a chest press. Now take this to a level that you can control, and we're gonna go nice and slow. Keeping your plank. All right, then you're going to take just one of your straps and go back to short. Just one strap. We're going to do a one-arm row. So I've got right arm on the strap and doing a one-arm row. Now, to add a little bit to this movement, you can lift the left leg and do a one-arm, one-leg row. But if balance is not letting you do this with good form, go back to two legs and stay with the one arm. So we have right arm on the strap, left leg is up. All right, then you're going to take that strap and go back long. We're going to do another chest press, but this time we're going to have only the right leg down. We're going to lift the left leg. So find the angle that you want to do the chest press with. Make sure you're balanced. You're going to hover the left toe above the floor and do a one-legged chest press. This works on balance. And if you're not able to do this with good form, just touch the toe down lightly so that you have good balance, but you're still working the core by being on one leg, most of the weight on one leg. All right, coming out of that, we're gonna go back to short, back to those mid rows. So we're starting those 4 exercises over again. Pick the angle that you can do with good form. We have mid row. All right, then we're going to go long with both of the straps to do our second round of chest press. Both legs are down. This is a regular chest press. Pick the angle that you want to do. Good. Then remember, you're just going to take one strap and go short. And we're going to have the left arm on the strap to do our one-arm row. Find the angle you can control. Remember, you want to keep your shoulders square. Don't let them roll. And then if you feel like you can pick up the right leg, and continue that row. Most importantly, though, you need to keep your plank. Good. Then you're going to go back to long, both straps long. And this time we're going to have the left leg down and do a chest press. All right, nice job. All right, so we're gonna take another little rest, and then we're gonna go into our 1-minute burner. So again, with the band, if you're not able to anchor it, you're gonna put it under one foot, Put that foot in front of you and you're going to do a low row to a mid row. So think about where the resistance is coming from and just pull opposite of that resistance. If you have it on an anchor, you're going to do the same thing, but the resistance is coming from in front of you. So low row to mid row. So here we go, low row to mid. I'll do a little bit on both. Nice and slow, not slow, but full range of motion. You don't want to rush through this. It's not cardio. We're just trying to burn out the muscle. So you want to really think about pulling back on both of them all the way. Squeezing the shoulder blades each time. And if you're on the band with no anchor, you're going to have that foot out in front of you, a little hinge, and then think about the resistance being right underneath your shoulders, and you want to pull right against that. Elbows down and back. All right, and then the second one is going to be for chest. So if you're not able to anchor the band, you're going to have it under one foot, and this time the foot's going to be behind you, and we're going to do alternating kind of a half chest fly. You're not going to get your arm all the way up to your shoulder. You're just pulling from the pec muscle like a chest fly. So think about that motion of a chest fly. Your palm stays up, and you're bringing your arm kind of in a half circle so that you're working the pec muscles, the chest. And then if you have it on the anchor, you're going to stand with the resistance behind you, one foot forward, and do an alternating chest press. Great job. All right, chest is done. Back and chest. All right, so next we're going to do a round of lower body. So your straps are going to be mid-length. If you have a mat handy, you want to get that out for the next round. I'm going to show you a couple options for the next round. One of them would require a mat. Grab some water if you need it. So our first round is going to be every minute, every time you hear the bell ring, we're going to start over. And it's going to be 10 prisoner squats, followed by 10 squat power up or squat jump. So here's our 10 prisoner squats. We're not going fast. We're getting as full range of motion as you can get. Now, if prisoner squats don't work for you, stay here and do regular squats if you need the support for your knees. All right, I think that's 10. And then we're going to go to jump squats or squat power up. So this would be squat jump. If you don't want to jump, squat power up, 10 of them. And then you rest. We've got about 20 seconds. When we hear the bell again, we're going to repeat that same thing. We're going to do it twice more. So we've got about 10 more seconds to rest. And then we go to the prisoner squats with your arms up or regular squats with your arms down. 10. You want to think about sitting back into the hips, weights in the heels, squeeze when you come up. Then you have your squat power up or squat jump. Then you rest. Again, we got about 20 seconds. We have one more round of that. All right, get ready for your regular squats or prisoner squats. One more. Then you have your squat power up or squat jump. And that was 10. Good. All right. We're done with that. So our next round is going to be lunges. I'm going to give you lots of options for these. So option 1 requires a mat. Actually, option 1 and 2. So it's a suspended lunge, and you're going to start with your knee on the ground. Your foot is far enough forward that your knee stays behind your toe. Once every 5 seconds, we're going to come up, and then we're going to sit back down and wait for the timer. So that's what it's going to look like. Option 2, you're still going to have your foot in the strap. Your knee is on the floor. You're not going to come all the way up though. Make sure your foot is in front of your knee. You're going to lift, hover the knee, and set it back down and wait for the timer. Lift and hover, set it down and wait. This requires a lot of balance, and it's glute and thigh. However, if this does not work for your knees, then there's option 3. So option 3 is going to be a regular lunge. You can do balance, down and hold. When you hear the timer, you come up. Or you can do toe down, down and hold. When you hear the timer, come up. All right? I'm going to start off with this option, and then the second time around I might do the other one. So every time you hear the timer, you're going to come up, go right back down and wait. It's going to go every 5 seconds. So we're going to start with the right leg forward, or you're going to put your left foot in the strap so your right leg is doing the work. So get into position. So we come up and then down. Now wait. Up, down, and wait. Every time you hear the timer, you're going to go up, down, and wait. Up, down, and wait. Up, down, and wait. Up, down, and wait. We've got 10 of these. Up, down, and wait. Up, down, and wait. Up, down, and wait. Weights in the heel. You feel this in your glute and your thigh. Up, down, and wait. Good. 30-second rest. We're going to do the other leg. I'm going to turn the timer up a little so you can hear it better. All right, so get ready for your left leg forward. All right, here we go. Up, down, and wait. 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 up, down and wait, and rest. Good. The third set is going to be alternating reverse lunges or cycle lunges, or you can do alternating forward, just heel hinges to work the glute and not do a lunge at all. So that would be the option to do if you have knee issues and you don't like lunges. So pick the one you want to do. We got 30 seconds. All right, we got 30-second rest, and then we are going to do that again. Again, I'm going to see if I can get this timer turned up a little bit. I think I did it. Up, down and hold. 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 One more. Up, down and hold. Up, down and hold, and rest. Good. All right, then we're going to do the other leg. So pick which way you want to go. Which method you want to do, and then we're going to start. Up, down and hold. Up, down and hold. Up, down and hold. I'm taping. I'm live. Down and hold. It's good, yep. Yeah, thanks a lot. Up, down and hold. 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 Rest. Great job. All right, so our last one for that round is going to be those alternating reverse lunges. We had a little power outage here, but we're back. All right, so get ready for your alternating reverse lunges. Whichever level you want to do, alternate step back. Go ahead and start. Or alternate hinge forward, whichever you want to do. And done. All right. Great job. All right, last part we're going to do is the mat. We're going to start with toes in. I think this is going to be better. Okay, so toes in. We've got 4 minutes on the front and about the same on the back, and then we're done. So if you want to make your cradle small for toes in, I'm going to show you a couple of options for these toes in. You might need to make sure your cradles are small so that your feet don't go through. All right, so it's going to be 20 minutes on, 10 seconds off. And we're going to start with the crow. So I've got to start the timer, but remember to get your toes in. You're going to drop the cradles over your toes, roll over. And the first one is going to be crow, which looks like this. Both knees, each knee to each elbow with a little hold. So when you hear the timer, you're going to start with that one, and I'll come in and join you. All right, so start the crow. Then we're going to rest, 10-second rest. The next one's going to be a pike. You can do a regular pike, or you can do a V pike, which is pike, open, close, down. So go ahead and start the one you want to do, a regular pike or a V pike. Good, and then you're going to come down and rest. The next one is going to be a one-legged ab curl. I'm going to show you another option for this one too. So here's the one-legged ab curl. You bring the right leg in and lift the hips. Now if you want to challenge, a little more of a challenge, you're going to take the left leg out. You're going to bring the right leg in, lift the hips, and lift the left leg. Good. And then we're going to rest and switch to the other leg. So if you have both legs in the strap, you're now going to do the ab curl with the left leg. And that looks like this. Left leg curls, hips up. If you have just the left leg in the straps, you're going to pull the left leg in, you're going to lift the hips and lift the right leg. Good. And now you're resting. So we're going to repeat those, starting with the crow. All right, here we go. Crow. Now you're resting. Next one is going to be the V pike or the regular pike. Here's regular. And here's V. Good, now you're resting. Next one's going to be a one-legged ab curl. So both legs in the strap, you're going to bring the right leg in, lift the hips. If you want to take the left leg out, bring the right leg in and hold it, lift the hips, and lift the left leg. You can touch the leg down each time. And you're resting. We're going to go to the other side. Left leg ab curl. Both legs in the strap, the left leg bends and hips up. If you want to do the other version, you can take the right leg out, bring the left leg in bent, lift the hips and the right leg. And we're done. Come on down and rest. Well, we're done on the front anyway. All right, so now we're gonna flip over so the heels are in, and this is the last thing we're gonna do. You might wanna make your straps a little bigger. All right, so the first one is going to be a hamstring curl to a bridge. So you want to lift your straps up a little higher. Again, I'll show you and then I'll get the timer started. So hamstring curl to a bridge. All right, go ahead and start. Hamstring curl to a bridge. So if you want to make it a little harder, you're going to lift your arms up. Concentrate on keeping your hips stable. Good, now we're going to come down and rest. The next one is going to be a V pike or a V lift. So you start with your hips up. You're going to open the legs and lift the hips higher at the same time. Keep your legs straight, open them, and lift the hips. One more. Good. All right, and then the next one is going to be a frog hip smiles. Your heels are together, knees are apart, your hips are up, and you're going to squeeze one glute, then the other glute, lifting the right hip, then the left. Good, then we're going to come down and rest. We're going to repeat those one more time, and then we're done. So the first one is hamstring curl to a bridge. One more. Nice. Rest. Next one's going to be open the legs and lift the hips. So start with your hips up, open and lift. Squeeze the glutes. Open and lift. Two more. You really feel this in your glutes and hamstrings. All right, and the last one. The frog, I like to call it the frog smiles. So your heels are together, your knees are apart, hips are up. Squeeze and squeeze. All right, and you are done. Come on down and give your hamstrings a nice stretch. And I like to just take the straps, put my toes in them, and get a nice stretch in the hamstrings. Kind of rock that side to side, feels amazing. All right, and then we're going to pull ourselves up to sitting. Lower your straps so that your arms are just a little bit below your shoulders. And we're going to get another hamstring stretch. So just push forward into the straps Your legs are straight. Exhale. You should feel that stretch in the back of both legs. Okay, one more. Good. Now we're going to do a little hip opener. So take the right leg and you're going to bend it at about 90 degrees for the knee and the hip. Take the left leg and bend it back so that now your right foot is against your left thigh and both knees are at 90 degrees. And you're going to just push forward and exhale. So you should feel this really opening up the right hip. We're going to do one more. This one we're going to hold and then just swing that side to side gently. All right, come on back. We're going to switch sides. So you're just going to turn your legs the other way. Get your left bottom of your foot to your right thigh. Put your knees at 90 degrees, your hips at 90, and then you're going to push forward. Now you're stretching the left hip a little more, really opening it up. Now on this last one, you're going to hold it and just swing. Side, side. All right, bring that up. Now you're going to open your legs up again into a V. So they're straight, nice and wide. We're going to get a frontal stretch. So your hands need to be a little bit below your shoulders. You're going to swing over to the right and you're going to let your left hip and leg kind of rotate to help you get your body all the way over. So we're going to swing over. I'm rotating that left side and just hanging into the straps. Once I get over there, I'm just going to hold it. So I feel a nice stretch in the right shoulder, right torso. So I'm going to stay on that side and do another one and just really try to get into that nice stretch. Now if you feel like you're not able to get over far enough and really get into a good stretch, just lengthen your straps a little bit or scoot back on your mat. And really, it kind of just takes a little trial and error to get to the point where you just feel like you're really relaxed in this end position and getting a nice stretch in your torso and shoulders. We're going to do one more. All right, and then we're going to do the other side. So now the right side is going to rotate and we're going to swing over to the left. Get a nice hold at the top there. Opens up the entire left side. All right, we're going to do one more. Good. All right, come on back. We're going to stand up. I'm just going to keep my straps long. I'm going to pull back and hinge. Again, get the hamstrings, lower back, shoulders. This just stretches the entire back side. All right, and bring that up, and we are done.